Now, I'm very big on upholding standards for my life. They protect you from the people and the patterns that do not serve you. It's not about being picky, it's definitely more so about being precise about what it is that you want and what you will and won't allow in your life. And I just think it's so important to uphold your standards always. It's non-negotiable. So I'll give you an example of a time or times in the past where I've definitely negotiated my standards in work, where I might take on contracts that are offering me way lower than what I would normally accept, just because I'd be going through a dry patch. So something that I do not do now is I do not negotiate my rates. That's my standard. I don't negotiate my rates when it comes to work and business. My rates are my rates. If I'm too expensive, then go elsewhere. That's my mindset. And it also ties in with, not selling yourself short. If you're constantly negotiating your standards, especially when it comes to money, work and business, it's like where do you stand? So you need to have a baseline, for what you will and won't charge, and that's not negotiable. When it comes to standards as well, let's talk about family, friends and relationships. It's really important to, have a standard in your relationships when it comes to friends, especially, and partners. But let's talk about friends first, because if you don't have a standard for what type of friend you want, you're going to settle for anything. And it's crucial to have at least one or two really good friends in your life. If people show you that they don't love you for the whole you, then they're not good friends. There's definitely been times in my past where I have had bad friendships. I can reflect back now and say that, people, some girls might have wanted to be around me for their own personal gains, and I didn't fit in certain girl groups, which is for me just amazing now looking back, because I was never supposed to. But at the time, I remember feeling quite sad that I didn't fit into like a specific girl group. Like, why don't I fit in? Why do I feel like I'm the different one? But actually, because I am my own niche, I don't fit into a box. I'm not someone that, I don't fit the criteria of like a plain normal person. I am myself. I'm loud and I'm bold. When I say I'm loud, I'm actually such an introvert, it's crazy. An introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. But, I know myself and I'm confident within myself. So no, I don't fit into like a small box. And I think a lot of females get quite intimidated by that, and they might treat you in a certain way. So it's so important to have good friendships. Now I'm super blessed to have like some really good friends in my life that I could wholeheartedly trust with anything, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. They are my favorite human beings. And yeah, like one of my best girls, I've known her since I was 14. Like we were both 14 in school, and it's like we both witnessed the growth in one another. And if I get married, she'll be my maid of honor. If she gets married, it'll be the same for her. Like I love her to absolute bits, and we'd do anything for each other. And that's the type of friends that you need. Like all of these flimsy associates, just get rid of them. They don't fit your standard. Now, when it comes to relationships, again, it's so important to be with a person that has similar outlooks to you and similar standards, in a sense where, if you're someone that's kind-hearted and you would treat the cleaner the same way that you treat the CEO, that he also has a similar standard. Because if not, it's going to be unbalanced energy-wise, and you're always going to feel a bit uneasy. Now, you don't need to be twins. I'm not saying that. You don't need to have the same opinion on absolutely everything, but your baseline standards should definitely collate in one way or another. Okay, so that was day 6 of 35 and 35, standards being the topic. Nice and short and sweet today, guys, on my break from a project that I'm doing. Love and light, peace.